So I have just a couple of things to say. First is really thank you. Thanks to all of you having the confidence in me a few years ago to elect me in as officer. I will do my very best to live up to that expectation and this role as the president of this organization. All the CTLA personnel, John, wherever John walked up to, Holly, everyone else in CTLA are lobbyists. You really make this organization run well. And we are one of the most highly respected TLAs in the country, if you don't know that. And that is the good work of all the folks at CTLA. My partner, Beth, my paralegal, Lindsay. When I started with Beth about 4 years ago, I walked in and I said, you know, I'm really involved in CTLA, and lots of times I'm away speaking. And she said, oh, that's okay. And I said, you know, I'm really involved in AAJ, and lots of times I'm away speaking. And she said, oh, that's okay. And then I got the phone call one day that said, you know, we really need you here in the office. So I've had 4 years to work on Beth and get her prepared for the next year. So don't worry, I will be available to all of you. Please call, you know, send me emails. Everybody's got my email address. Let's talk. I will be calling on all of you for your help and your thoughts and your assistance. I will thank both Lindsay and Beth in advance for putting up with the next year. On the phone, you folks don't know this, but is my husband, I hope, Greg, and my stepdaughter couldn't be here, Dakota. We actually split our time between here and Washington. So another part of my travels is flying back and forth to see my family. So for some personal reasons, they couldn't be here. But last but not least, certainly, Greg, if you're hearing, I want to thank you, Dakota, for their absolute undying support always with what I do when we have time apart, when I can't get there. Many canceled vacations because of the work that happens through this organization and all of our jobs, as I'm sure you know. So, honey, thank you very much. Love you. Say hi to Dakota. The next thing that I want to say is I want to talk about this organization. I hope you all heard David Ball's presentation this morning. And this is really what I want you to take away from this today. We are under attack. We have been for many years. It's not getting any better. It's just getting worse. In some respects, people are figuring out, you know, the points. They're being more articulate. And with the internet and blogging and all sorts of things, the messages spread like wildfire. So we are under constant attack. But really the way to fight that and the way to support each other is this organization. Everyone's heard the expression, united we stand, divided we fall. That is no more true than with CTLA. This organization is what makes us strong. This organization is what helps us all survive. Individually, we would all have really a tough go of it if we had to do this by ourselves. It is this organization that really helps. So what I will ask is these few things. If you're involved, stay involved in this group. If you are not, and obviously you all are because you're here, but get more involved. Look to see what you can join, participate in the things that are going on. You heard Peter talk about coming to board meetings, participating in lobby council. We need the help of this organization. I'm going to be calling on you for contribution. I know everybody hates that. Jim Leventhal refers to it as the walletectomy whenever he goes to AAJ. But we will be calling on you because the reality is without money and without raising money like we've done in the past, we can't fight some of the fights that we fight. So please, dig deep and contribute whatever you can, even if it's just a small amount. Join Eagle. I was at the Eagle party last night, and there's a lot of faces out there that were not at that party. So contribute to Eagle. Come to that. That is the way we help really raise money for a lot of what we're doing to try to make all of our lives better and more successful. One final point that I want to make, really I guess kind of two, but I don't give a lot of motivational speeches. I mean, you've all seen me, I think, speak along the way, you know, here in Colorado and elsewhere. I'm always doing some educational something, so I don't do a lot of motivational speeches. But I'm going to say one thing that I believe in very strongly. My favorite movie, for those who don't know, is The Wizard of Oz. And so the message from The Wizard of Oz that we can all take home is this. You all have a heart. You all have a brain. And sometimes what we need is just a little bit of courage. This organization, CTLA, is what will give us all courage and why we all need to stay involved. Now, one last thing, just in case you want to, some people don't know me that well, you want to know who your president is. Well, I think you might all remember a few years ago when Natalie came in as president, she got the tiara. She came in as queen. Okay. I am not tiara material. I needed to have two people help me dress today to be sure that I looked absolutely appropriate to come in as my role as president. But I will tell you this. I don't have a tiara, but I have a pirate hat. And I do answer to captain, and you will learn that over the course of the next year. And if you know anything about the female pirates that have made it through history, they all have a lot of courage. I have enough to take care of this organization for the next year. Thank you very much.